Okay, so that video that I posted a couple days ago, I mean, that was kind of a joke. I just kind of wanted to get something out on this channel that, so you guys would be aware that I'm actually reviving it. That was just an audio video test that I thought turned out to be kind of funny. But I think it does set the tone of what I do want to cover on this channel. I want it to be a much more casual side of, I guess, of the Nile Red channel. Because over there I'm doing these, lengthy projects that take a lot of time to plan, to film, to edit, and all the products that the videos that I produce there are these, in my opinion, I guess, like these polished final things, but it doesn't lend a lot for me to, I always have to keep within the scope of the video, and I find it really limits what I can say and share in the video in terms of things like, techniques, just opinions on things, and, just whatever, anything in general. I always found that there was something missing that I did want to express, but I just never felt it was appropriate to say that on the Nile Red channel. Simple things like, if I just, forgot to do something in a video, or people made suggestions for a project, suggestions about the video, and I want to address why I didn't follow those suggestions, because I'd already thought about them, I always would just put them in comments, but I just never felt it was appropriate. That was just never enough, and I never felt it was appropriate to, post a video like this on the Nile Red channel, because, I don't know, I just didn't feel like it fit there. So instead, I'm going to revive this NileBlue channel, and I'm just going to keep it as a much more casual side where I can, express stuff like this, where I'm just, sitting in a chair and speaking to you guys, and it'll let me, talk about my opinions on things, explain why I made certain projects the way I did, talk about projects, that I'm currently working on, various behind the scenes things, and I can also do other videos that, are smaller projects or just small things around the lab that I never really thought fit on the other channel. For example, people ask me all the time, how do I clean my glassware, or how do I prepare for, prepare for a preparation, and what the whole editing process is like, how I film it, and, just other stuff like that. But I just never thought that was really fitting for the other channel. So I'm going to keep that one just going as it is, just doing, final finished projects, polished, fully edited, everything like I normally do. And like I said, this side is just going to be a much more casual setting where I can answer your questions, address small things, and we're doing, like a 2-minute video just to answer a question isn't a big deal. So I think it's been something that's kind of been a long time coming. My biggest issue with it was, I wouldn't say I hid behind the camera in my other, in the Nile Red channel, but I guess I never really felt too comfortable sitting in front of the camera and just speaking like this. But I think that it's finally time that I do that, because like I said, there's so many things that I want to talk about and things that I want to address, and I think it's a good chance for me to do that. And I also want to do things like maybe not just keeping exactly to chemistry. I think I also want to venture into a little bit of biochem, talk about things like pharmacology, because that is actually what I studied. Chemistry, I did them as prereqs for my program, but I only really did chemistry after I graduated from my degree. And pharmacology and biochem is a pretty big part of what I'm interested in, and I never found it was really that appropriate to integrate it into the channel. But I think here and also I don't really like the practical side of, I guess, biochem that much, but I feel here it's a good opportunity to integrate the theory of it in, and I can talk about, I can talk about various topics of those here. And I also want to dive into things like covering things like pseudoscience or various pseudosciences, because I think that's really fascinating. But I found unless they really had, a very deep chemical basis, it was just never really possible to cover on the other channel. And I guess that's about it. I plan to try to post here much more often. at the beginning, it's probably going to be more videos like this, just while I kind of get an idea of how I'm going to be, I guess, formatting this channel, because it's going to be a completely different recording format and a completely different, I guess, like editing. The whole process is going to be different, and I'm going to have to there's going to be a little bit of an adjustment period for me to get used to having, not these highly edited videos with voiceovers and everything. It's going to be something that's going to probably take me a couple months to get used to and to really get into, finding what I want to talk about. I'm making this video now just as kind of like an update, but I have like so many ideas in my head that I want to cover, but I guess I don't really know, not how to, but it's a very different format of video, and it's just going to take me a little while to get used to it. But I mean, that's about it. I mean, like I said, the last video was kind of a joke, but I do think that I do think that this side of the channel is going to be, I'm not going to make posting, 19-second videos all the time, but I do think it's important for me to have a side where I can just post things for fun, and just share various ideas and things that I just think that are funny and interesting. And yeah, I think I'm looking I'm looking forward to, seeing where this goes. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna try to post here maybe once a week, but like I said, I'm not gonna rush it. I'm just trying to get used to the whole format, and that's about it. So bye.